Hey, what's up, people? Welcome back to another live stream. We're doing these every other day because been busy, winding down and gearing up on other things. So here we do. Here we go. Here we go. We have a foodie beauty catch up. I'm gonna start with it's over and done. I haven't seen what this is about, and then after that, we're gonna go to the cheesy spaghetti and meat sauce chatty mukbang. Then after that, what just got released about 40 minutes ago, hot honey chicken tenders and mac and cheese mukbang. Wow, all sorts of stuff that I actually wouldn't eat myself or eat at a minimal. She's just chowing down on. So, same typical foodie beauty stuff. Let's talk about it. Let's go. Let me share my screen, share my audio, hide this, do this, and let's get started. Hey, everybody, what's up? Welcome.
It's over. It's over with that person. It's done. And hi guys. So this is a talking video and there's not going to be any editing because I'm lazy, which means you're gonna have to put up with the nose scratches and stuff. Sorry.
Hey Mary, what's up? Janine, Nola
So
Fish.
I thought I would
Happy
just
Tuesday.
do a talking video. I'm not eating in this video because I'm talking a lot and because I'm full from supper still. So I just wanted to kind of, I guess, answer in an official video some of your questions about why I'm choosing to do mukbangs, yada yada yada. And I don't want to address this during mukbangs. I just want mukbangs to be enjoying food and having fun and just lighthearted content where I don't have to give anything of myself, like share anything that, I've changed a lot. I know people
Mm-hmm.
refuse to believe that and are looking for all kinds of evidence and,
Cipher.
just trying to counter that. But um, I have changed a lot mindset wise with certain things. Some things remain the same, some things I'm still working on. But in the, I think it's safe to say after about almost 2 years of being different than what you're used to, a different foodie beauty, that this is going towards a newer lifestyle. And life changes are not just one day you're different completely. Okay. It's gradual and it's painful and it's hard. Um, Adapting to a new lifestyle. And I've had to grieve a lot of things from my old lifestyle, sure, of course, but it doesn't mean that it's what was best for me. And that's choices that I have the freedom to make in life. And
Welcome, eating that. What's up, Janine? Hello. If I haven't said hello to you, let's do it in a random fish. What's going on? Nolabu, Marie again. I guess this is part of the rants that she would typically do. Usually in a live stream format or video where we shouldn't be concerned. She's not concerned. She can do whatever she wants to do. It's her life. It's her food. It's her this. It's her that. If she's doing mukbangs for money, that still costs money. She should do something free like Rage or walk, which would be something healthy. It helps her, plus it makes her money. Walking would be nice, or doing any type of activity. Go to the gym. I'll be doing daily swims, gym stuff. I'll be getting healthy while making money at the same time. How's my cough? Still there. I think what might be happening is that, yeah, I'm still trying to get over it, but it's still there. So hopefully I get over this rather quickly, but we'll see.
nobody truly knows completely my life, my circumstances, my everything except for me, my feelings, okay, what's in my heart and in my mind. So, and I want to protect those things from now on. So, what I did say in my post about, um, excuse me, not wanting to share intimate details of my life, that's so different for you guys. And I know in a way, and I don't know what else other term to use, but a lot of you are grieving the old foodie beauty. A lot of
That's
you miss
fish.
that person because you keep going over my past and over things that affected me. And even though a lot of them don't affect me anymore, people still go over them as if it's not even affecting me and these things happen to me. It's just weird for me that people keep going over a past me that's not there anymore and won't come back. I think people expect in a few months that I'm going to go back to Canada, that I'm going to go back to that old way. I'm going to rip off the hijab and it's just going to be.
Oh, is that what Candy said? That she is broke, so she's pulling a Candy and saying the same thing she said when she broke her diet. She said she started off as a mukbanger. Same thing Candy said. How is Candy doing, by the way? Is she in dire straits or is she a lot better? Hey, Cherry, how you doing? Welcome. Because I haven't been keeping up with Candy, but I do wish people like her the best, even though sometimes they're still mukbanging when they don't really have to. I think a lot of people would love a from mukbanging to, I don't know, fitness star type of thing where people transform themselves and their bodies into, just feeling good about yourself. You're just being healthier. That sort of stuff actually I would believe would give them views, but it seems that they don't want to do it because it is difficult. Heck, it's difficult for me to go to the gym because it hurts. It does hurt, when you do a workout that breaks up your muscle fibers. It's gonna hurt for a few days. You're gonna be sore, but it's just well worth it because of the benefits of it all.
Let's get a wheelchair kind of thing. Now, I've been to Canada two or three times back and forth because I've been, like I said, these changes of lifestyle. It's so drastic, and it's it's taken me time through this tug of war to feel like, okay,
Thanks, Marie.
um, do I want to go back to that lifestyle? So I thought, going back to Canada, I missed certain things, but then it never happened. I never took the hijab off. I never reverted back to my old lifestyle. Totally, like, but I, I end up coming back here, and there's a lot of reasons, and I don't feel like I need to justify that to anybody. And I'm not even going to try. I'm not going to explain why I prefer to be here. I mean, I think I have many times. I don't think that people listen. So it's like, for me, if I'm going to just be talking to a brick wall, I'm not going to bother. There's just so many people online that are so determined to misunderstand what I say and take a different meaning of it. And I just, you know what, I'm just going to let people do that, and I'm just going to keep quiet and know what my life is like. Like, you know what I mean? So um there's things I
Here
grieve
we go
obviously
again.
about my old life, but again, it doesn't mean that it's what's best for me. And um I'm still working on issues. Sure, I have a lot to work on, but that's not going to
Just like
matter
her.
geographically for me. Like, wherever I go, there I am. That's true. And um it's just, I'm not going to be that person anymore. It's over. It's over with that person. It's done. And I'm not going to be going back to that. So I know a lot of people think this newer version of me is boring. It's not what you're used to. My audience was mostly people who were, there to watch me be completely silly, totally TMI, things that I would never want to talk about openly now, and things I would never in a million years do. And in a way, I'm grieving.
Also, notice Stella has taken a back seat. I think a lot of people have noticed that.
I'm having trouble, like, accepting that I've exposed so much of myself in a way. I'm trying to just realize that that's the past, and it's done, and there's nothing I can do about it, right? But there's a lot I wish I didn't share with people, or that I didn't do. So, but there's a lot of things I don't regret either. So anyway, all this backstory to basically just say that, you know, I meant what I said in my post. I know I'm not the queen of consistency, and you guys expect me to change my mind and still expect me to go back and live in Canada and be different. But after a year and a half or more, almost 2 years, I think it's safe to say that a lot of chapters from that era are just done. It's over with. It's
Facts.
gone. Um, I don't have the want to go back to a lot of that. That a lot of things I'm glad are done, and I want to see. I want to evolve in life, and I want to see where things are going to go. I want to
Mm-hmm.
stick to my
Hey, Mama Shug. How you doing?
goals. I want to travel so bad. Like, it's a yearning inside me that you don't understand. Um, I think it's because, coming here and being here, living in a different culture, I want to experience a lot of cultures. I want to experience all that life has to offer. So, but um, I'm also, so basically for the mukbangs, I guess it kind of reminds me of a time when my channel was more simple. Like, I had fun doing mukbangs. Um, in a lot of ways. I had fun telling you guys stories and stuff too. But
Exactly that.
even with an eating disorder, as a human being, you know, we have to eat food. And I find whenever I go on diets, whenever I restrict food groups, whenever, I start to have negative feelings about food, and it causes guilt, and it just perpetuates the binge eating cycle. And with the mukbangs lately, I feel like I get to um, kind of have more of a routine. I wake up, I take my meds. I have the healthy drink. I eat whatever the heck I want from my mukbang. I eat whatever I want, and that that satisfies some a craving in me, as a food addict in a way. And then I, can negotiate with myself, okay, I'm going to have this healthy later, blah, blah,
Stop, Goddess Quana. How you doing?
blah. And I know a lot of people are saying, well, you're fooling yourself. It's a slippery slope, yada, yada, yada. But over restricting doesn't work either for me. You know what I mean? And in a way, it's worse. So, but these are what I'm doing right now. I don't want to do any more on my channel. I don't want to justify as a larger person with health problems. I don't want to justify to people, strangers, why I'm eating what I'm eating, you know? Um, especially to a community of people who are also overweight, obese, and don't ever show themselves, but have a lot to say about what I'm eating, about my weight, yada yada. It's a huge community of people who do that, and I don't want to justify
Baker says Kuwait provides her refuge from paying her Canadian debts and back taxes. Exactly.
my choices. Just because I'm a fat person online eating something that's not a salad, I don't want to do it. Um, what I do off camera with my life is totally up to me. It's my choices. You don't have to watch it. Eating videos are not for everybody at all. And so that's fine as well. Um, there is an audience for it, obviously. Uh, and no, not just feeders, because do you know how many mukbang channels there are? And if you go through those people's comments, there's not one sexual comment about feederism or whatever.
That's not true. Cypher says if only Chantel had things to do, work on her content, groceries, prepping food, etc. Most people got to do shit so they aren't constantly hungry. Yeah, this is a very good point. Like she doesn't want to do anything, and then the main thing in her mind is eating, eating, eating. I think if she had like a normal workload, like most of us have, where we actually got to go out and do things, this would be a lot different, right?
Dumb people are saying about it. Just because it's a bigger person eating, it has to be a feeder.
Hey,
No, it's
Derek,
not.
what's up?
All right. People watch mukbangs for different reasons. You know, um, just makes you hungry. It's pleasurable to see the good food, especially if you can't eat it or if you are eating. It's like a social thing, Like I don't have to explain mukbangs. People know what they are. I've talked about this many times. But that's why I'm doing them, because for me, it's content that's fun. There's no drama. I think drama is worse for my health than a cheeseburger at this point. Honestly, you underestimate how um, much that can affect your health. People really don't realize that, and I don't want to have a dark energy.
Dude, does a lot of people really think she puts on the faces like when she has the orgasm when she eats? Hey Jess, what's up? Thanks for being here. Maybe I could even do a vote on that. Do people actually do you think she's just doing that for added effect? I wonder.
On online with that kind of drama and hatred and disliking
Oh, okay, yeah, maybe it is the copy and she was wanting copying candy and thought it would work, but it failed. That is, yeah, I'll get behind that.
and just like totally total negative vibes. Like I just don't want it in my life. Okay. So mukbangs, I built my channel on mukbangs at first anyways, and I always ate to some degree on camera. And, you know, I enjoy doing them. So that's that. Um, that's why I want to do it. It's the type of content that um, excuse me, doesn't involve me sharing my life, because I don't want to do that anymore. I want complete privacy. At first, when I was doing mukbangs in the past, I loved being an open book. I love sharing everything. And now my feelings have changed about that. So where was I?
Interesting. Candy was eating Wendy's. Then Foodie Beauty did it. She farted. Probably did fart. She looked uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, mukbangs. So that's why I do them. That's what I want to do. I want to do food content. Um, of course, when I travel, I'm gonna do travel vlogs like regarding the food in the different countries. And on our couples channel, we're gonna do travel vlogs. And what else? Go out sometimes around here, show you different food places and stuff like that. And in between that, just mukbangs at home. Like, um, that's basically just what I want to do right now. I don't want to come on here and explain why I'm eating a cheeseburger. I don't want to come on here and explain my weight loss or gain or whatever the heck. Um,
Yeah, I think her content shouldn't really be mukbangs, but maybe creepy pastas. Maybe not finish the entire thing of food and a spin on those decade videos. Those were really good. When she would I forgot what were they called again, those rewind videos where she dressed up as like a flapper. Then she dressed up as Madonna. Those were pretty cool. If she went back to those, I think those would be super interesting. But hey, that's just me. For her, I think her eating is out of control, and she just turns on the camera and makes money at the same time. It's a lot easier for her. Yeah, the time warps. Thank you, Tip Top. The time warps were great. That was a good time with foodie beauty content. Candy gets some good looking food, and it makes me hungry. Yeah, that's the other thing. I've seen a lot of people like I've been watching this fruitarian guy and he gets like very exotic fruits and it's like wow, okay, he's eating dragon fruit, he's eating durian, he's eating jackfruit. I'm like those are pretty exotic. He's eating what was it? It was like white mangoes cuz white mangoes are pretty hard to come by. I mean, you can get the yellow mangoes all you want, but like black apples, white mangoes, red bananas, and stuff like that are pretty hard to come by.
and be like, I gained half a kilo this week, guys. No, I don't want it, and I don't want to, also go balls to the wall and super strict on a diet and um no, no, I don't want to do it. And just I don't enjoy doing that content whatsoever. I don't enjoy it. So um yeah, judge me all you want for that, but for me, there's just no way. There's just no way, no way, no way. I don't enjoy it. It depresses me even more. It makes me feel like losing weight and getting healthy is like a punishment. It feels like a punishment when I do that. So,
True.
yeah. I mean, look at it this way. I want to just
Exotic fruits will be your dream meal? Yeah, of course. Hey, I forgot. Those things that grow on trees that look like what are those called again? Those super exotic fruits that make the tree look like something's wrong with the tree. Oh man, I really wish. Yeah, longans, lychee, dragon fruit. There's some other exotic fruits that look like really weird when they're like are
go
Monty and
back
Eggy over? Eggy's
to
okay.
learn how to be like a normal person. Like look at someone like Salah. They don't have to count calories. They don't have to worry about, they just listen to their normal hunger cues, I guess. I don't know.
Even like a blue banana would be really cool. I would love a banana. Persimmons are really nice. What else would there be? Mangosteen. Mangosteen is nice.
But I know for someone like me it's different. I have to reset and get there, whatever. But anyway, I don't even know why I'm going down that road. But it makes it feel like a chore, a punishment, I don't want to do that. So that's just I've changed my mind. Um yeah, I just don't
Yes,
want to
mulberries. Yeah,
do it.
thank you.
So, you know,
And akebi is another one. I would love some akebi right now. They're called what are they called again? Chocolate. What are they? Akebi's chocolate vine. But akebis look really weird when they're ripening, but they're so good if you've ever had one.
I don't care if you judge me for that. It's for my life choices, whatever. It is what it is. That's just how I'm happier, just not um doing that, not dieting or whatever. So, um yeah, that's why I'm doing it. And that's all I guess I have to say about it. So, I don't think that I'll ever want to go back to opening up about my life because I don't enjoy it anymore. Like something has shifted inside me where I don't want to go back to Canada, rip off the hijab like people think I'm going to do. People still think they're giving me time. In like a few months, she's going to be back in Canada, back to wheelchairs, back to shaving her head, back to being a mess. It's not going to happen. It's not.
Never say never, foodie. I think if she really does get into a hole that is the sinkhole of diabetes, I really do think she'll come back to Canada for the healthcare. Just like how her auntie did when her auntie was in Jamaica, back to Canada for healthcare, because it's going to be free if she gets herself in a situation by eating these foods and everything else that she should be limiting or excluding from her diet. And that's just a fact.
That's over. That time is over. That like it's just done. It's completely done. And I've been back and forth to Canada enough times now to know that that's not what I want. And I don't want to sit here justifying why, but that's just I'm a different person now. I'm a different foodie beauty. If you don't enjoy this new me, then you know what to do. Like I'm not going to be changing for anybody. Like this is my life. This is who I am now. Take me or leave me. That's up to you. But um
Aw, I feel so bad for cats. I hate it. I'm in a similar situation where these people moved at the beginning of June. Well, what was it? The end of May. And then this cat was left behind across the street from me. And I feel like I feel so bad because why would you leave your family member, a cat that you're supposed to give them a forever home, but you leave them behind for them to fend for themselves? It's so sick. It's completely disgusting to me. I would never leave my girls behind. Ever. They're my family. Julia is pretty. Julia is amazing. I found what I was looking. It's the Jabuticaba tree, also known as the Brazilian grape tree. They look really weird growing on the tree, but they're actually really good. And when you got a huge bunch of them, it looks like a serious infestation. It's the Jabuticaba tree. Really nice, really good.
I'm not my past either. I'm not the past doesn't affect me anymore. Why it's still people are still obsessed with it. I don't know, but you have to get over it and accept that's gone because it was my life. I lived it. And if I'm over it, it's weird that other people are still not. Um like from years
Thanks,
ago.
Tracy.
So yeah. Um so that's it. Mukbangs are valuable entertainment for people who enjoy them. There's a lot. I enjoy that. I didn't really used to love them, but I always did watch them. But now I start to love them because it's just like it's just drama free, and
Mhm.
I don't know. I just like drama free content, honestly.
Right,
Um,
Jess.
but I don't like doing certain things. Like I just for me,
If Foodie Beauty can talk about her past and not include Katimovic, the shelter that she went to, high school, um, then I'm gonna have to give it to her because it's literally one of those three. Isn't Mr. Snowflake about to drop another video now? I have no idea, but it would be interesting.
Me, I love food. Like, despite even this is a huge, huge important point. Despite being a food addict, despite having, I think to a degree we're all addicted to some kind of food, especially if you like junk food and you eat it every day. Try stopping it cold turkey. It's hard. But with the binge eating and all that, um, I actually haven't been binge eating. So something is working, okay? So I don't know if it's
Yikes, that's even worse, Cherry. If you are rich or wealthy and you're leaving your cat behind, what kind of person does crap like that? Your sister's neighbors moved home and left their cat behind. It seems like this is a common occurrence with a lot of people just leaving their animal behind. Yeah, Fish, her common past things are high school, Gatima Vic, or the shelter that she was placed in when her mom just couldn't handle her attitude and behavior. That's all she talks about.
binge eating. So something is working, okay? So I don't know if it's that, I know that I get to eat something I'm craving. I don't have that stress of thinking of restricting like, "Oh no, I can't eat this ever again" kind of thing. I don't know what it is, but um yeah, I still need to um eat, and even though I have binge eating disorder, I also love food and I'm very interested in the cultural side of food. I'm also interested in like learning about different food, about trying different food. And I love the pleasure that food brings, like good food. I love food. I'm a foodie in that
Beauty.
I'm passionate about food. I
She's a foodie beauty, is what she is. Speaking of which, everybody, Cypher, if you're still interested in that weirded, what was that DLF video we did with Ski Mask? There's actually two of them. I didn't know that there was back to back shootings of Ski Mask with Dragon Lord Frodo from 2016. So if you're interested, Filtrum Uncensored, we're going to take a look at the second of the Ski Mask interview. Really out there, very like 2 a.m. in the morning type of broadcast, really weird questions being asked, weird things, weird props, weird everything. But it was super interesting taking a look at that old DLF. So we shall see. Wendy's is not good food. True. But doesn't Wendy's have like salad? These days, a lot of places are bringing in salads.
love food. People always say, well, how did you know to just cook things? Because I love food. And so if you love something, I'm not like I don't even measure my spices or anything. So I'm not like a cook or a chef. I don't claim to be. But I can make myself something good if I want to, something tasty. And I love food. I am a foodie and a beauty. No,
Oh
I
yeah.
know that makes people mad.
Mhm. Foodie
So
beauty
I
alike.
just really love food. And so a big part of me
Fact speaker.
wants to just get more into food. And um hoping that somehow that will also mend my bad relationship with food.
Oh, Mr. Snowflake made a video, deleted it by mistake, and is doing it again. It's about Chantal and Tyson Matters on that website. When Miner showed his price, yeah, that was chat roulette, chat roulette. Hey, Blue Eyes, welcome to the show. Thanks for being here. Appreciate ya. She is a fatty, and I don't see any beauty. Really, it ain't that. Hmm. Where is Sela? That's the question of the week. Where is Sela? What is he doing? What business did he have in that tower from a couple days ago? What the hell is going on with him and his life?
So we will see.
Oh, you're right. You're right. That was Omegle. You're right, Cypher. Thanks for the correction. I know there's two main websites where people would do stuff like that. That was Omegle and Chat Roulette. I thought it was Chat Roulette, but it's not. Cypher is right. It was Omegle that got shut down. When did Omegle get shut down again? I remember a lot of YouTubers appreciated Omegle and did content off Omegle because they could do all sorts of stuff. But then when it got shut down, he actually shut down a few channels. He's at his real home. A lot of people say that, and I'm pretty keen to believe them that he's at his real home.
But I'm
Yeah,
done
last year.
justifying myself and my opening up about my health. And I know it's totally my fault, but do you know how annoying it is to have so many people comment carb hate? Just, I don't know, just like some of the comments are so annoying, and some of, I don't know, I just can't stand it. I can't stand it. So I'm totally done with that. And I know I say that all the time, but trust me, this is gonna stick. You're not gonna see another diet video from me anymore. Like there's not gonna be any diet videos. Yeah. Mm-mm. Or my health, whatever. That's my personal business. I don't know why I ever
Yeah, there was a lot of cheese pizza on that site. Undoubtedly, there was a lot. Like people coming of age, young, and they're using that website for different means than its intention, and it was just too much. Plus, a lot of PDFs was on that site as well. Chat Roulette and Omegle had a lot. Now, I think the PDFs are using like Telegram, and then there's another app that they'll use a lot that I can't remember. But I watch a lot of Gordon Flowers type of stuff, and he always asks people about these apps. Do they have these apps? Because this is what a lot of these PDFs like to use.
decided to share some things like my blood sugar and stuff. So stupid, honestly. So, but that's it for me. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Any of those personal things. And this is just like a formal video, I guess, cementing that for you guys and answering kind of why I wanted to go back to mukbangs. Because people forget that I built my channel on mukbangs. I did start doing, weight loss content after that and all that stuff. It's a very eclectic channel, so it has different audiences. When I start doing weight loss stuff, the weight loss audience comes out and says, yay. And the mukbang people say boo, and then it's like vice versa every time I change my mind. But I want to be consistent. And I think that, I just want to just do that content for now. Well, yeah, that's going to be my content. A food channel. So,
Sure,
um, that's about it.
food channel.
And so, yeah, if you don't like watching
But
people,
being a food channel is a lot different than a mukbang channel, which is a lot different from just eating yourself to death type of channel. Way different ideas going on there. Because if you're a food channel, that doesn't mean you stuff your face on camera and talk about Katimovic all day. Because that's what she's doing.
eat, you don't like eating noises. I have no idea why you would watch my videos, my mukbang videos, but that's how it's going to be. So, anyways, guys, thanks for listening to me again. I know a lot of people miss the old Foodie Beauty. Excuse me, but that's gone. It's just gone. I'm 40 now. Like I'm not going to be um doing any of the things that I used to do. It's just feel different about things now. I don't have that same energy either. I don't know. This is why I don't edit. I would have to listen to myself say all this over again. No thanks. I even bore myself sometimes. So it
Yes.
doesn't bug me that people think my content's boring. It doesn't. Some people, some people don't. Some people do, whatever. Um, all right. So I
Yikes.
guess that's it. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.
All right, all right. Let's get into the other one. So we had that one. Why did I learn? Nothing. It's the same type of display and talk. So this is called cheesy spaghetti and meat sauce chatty mukbang. Let's get into this. Church basement spaghetti. You know what?
Well, hello,
Many of the churches I've been to had basements, and yes, they would serve food.
Guys, welcome back to another
She
video.
did. I'm gonna go over that
Today
one.
I
Yes.
have one of my favorite comfort meals, spaghetti and meat sauce. I'm gonna mix in the cheese. And I'm gonna add some Parmesan cheese.
You mean you're gonna drown it in Parmesan cheese? Right there would be enough for a lot of people, but she's gonna go to double or triple. Yeah, that's a drowning right there. Complete drowning. She's definitely
And
gonna
I have
add
a pickle
more.
plate, so some pickles, mini cucumbers, and some pickled peppers. All right, and to drink I have a black currant kinza. So this is actually not just any spaghetti. It's not, I won't call it spaghetti bolognese because bolognese is something completely different. It's like more fancy or something. I don't know. Anyway, I want a pickle. Bismillah. Mm. For those of you who are longtime Beezers will know um, this is church basement spaghetti. It's just a basic spaghetti.
You totally caught her, everybody. You thought that soda was for Salah. Of course it's for her. Drinking Salad sodas, right? Totally caught.
And so I just brown the ground beef, put a bit of seasonings, and a couple of jars of already made pasta sauce, and then you have meat sauce. There you go. First cheesy bite for you.
What's a church get together after church? Wouldn't it still be called like a congregation? Wouldn't you still call it a congregation, or would you call it something else?
Wow. That is good. Ooh, those peppers are no joke.
Potluck, fellowship. I don't know. I would just. I guess a congregation doesn't necessarily mean food, but yeah, typically, like if a church congregates again, and there's food, they would typically call it a potluck from where I'm from. And then if you're reading from the book, yeah, you would call it like a fellowship night, right?
Another bite. Mm. So you're
Gotcha.
probably wondering where the name church basement spaghetti comes from. So a lot of you know, so it might be a repeat, but for those of you who don't,
Remember the
I
story,
grew
Phoebe.
up in a French Catholic school that was attached to a church. And they had extracurricular um, days where they would have like a pancake day or a spaghetti day in the church basement. So it was like a spaghetti function in the church basement run by cute little old lady volunteers. And the spaghetti kind of just tasted like it was made with like a jar of ragu or prego
Mm-hmm.
and some ground meat.
Yep. Raise your hand if you've heard this story before. Yeah, but didn't she like these gatherings because she could like eat as much as you want?
But the volunteers
Hey,
were
Lady
so
P.
kind, and you just knew that they made it with, like, from the heart, you know? We're going to regret that.
Black speech cobbler.
It's so good, the peppers, but they're painful. Anyway, mm. Mm. The heat in my mouth from the pepper spaghetti is actually really good. So,
Am I covering the new video? Yes, I'll be covering that right after this one. So we are one third of the way through. Right after this, I'll cover the newest one.
um, that's where it came from. And I would go to this function mostly because my crush would always be there.
Of
And
course.
and my friends would go, and it's free spaghetti, you know. They would give like garlic toast, like a soggy little piece of toast made from like Wonder Bread. But it was delicious. I don't know. There's something about it, like being in the church basement, childhood memory. It adds to the comfort, it adds to the flavor.
Haven't we seen her kind of choking food a few times though? Must be a week for spaghetti mukbangs because Nell made spaghetti last night. Yeah, I was hearing that she was on Twitch. Whatever happened to her? So I thought she was permanently banned on Twitch. Did she just make a new Twitch account? Or did she get herself unbanned on Twitch?
Now, there's something about a good spaghetti sauce that simmers on the oven all day.
There's no way I can eat spaghetti or any type of pasta without like a fork and a knife. I have to get a knife because if you're gonna have the like you gotta wrap it around your fork. You gotta have your knife to like cut it up to I'm like, how is it? Well, I guess you could with just a fork, but for me, like for like really good control, I'm gonna need a knife as well.
But there's
You-
something comforting to me about this way of making spaghetti. Just like
Lots of people cipher lots, okay? Sometimes it's just too much to put in your mouth and you gotta cut it. You got a fork and a spoon. I've seen people do fork and spoon. For some reason that's strange to me, except if I'm eating certain types of food where they don't use a knife and fork, they use a fork and a spoon. Then I am able to navigate that. Oh, thank you so much. I was Alexa first. Really appreciate it. Thank you for the super sticker. She was a Muslim. Now she embraced Pastafarianism. We talked about that before, Beaker. You twirl the spaghetti on the spoon. I get it, Cipher, but still, if I'm gonna do spaghetti, I'm fork and knife. I gotta tell you, I'm fork and knife. If I'm having like a more Asian dish where they will use a fork and a spoon, I will do a fork and a spoon. Thanks again. I was Alexa first. Appreciate it.
like the jar sauce and meat with cheese. I don't know why, but that's just it.
I have used chopsticks, Cipher. Remember, I said it took me a couple hours, but I learned in a day all by myself.
I love those little old lady volunteers.
I was so proud.
They remind you of your grandparents, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
Actually, my step grandmother
Have you actually used chopsticks for spaghetti before?
growing up. She volunteered. She wasn't a candy striper. Do you guys remember those? That term? She wasn't a candy striper, but she was, I think, too old for that. But she ran a volunteer tuck shop at one of the hospitals. Um, and she would have me go with her when I was with her to volunteer there.
The tuck shop. Okay. I wonder why a tuck shop is called a tuck shop. Sometimes I
And
wonder.
I was like, okay, because I would get to stack the magazines. And back then I was obsessed with like teen magazines, like Tiger Beat and all those. So I would read the teen magazines and eat like a croissant sandwich.
OMG. That's a teeny magazine, Tiger Beat. It's tucked away. I looked it up. It actually means to tuck into a meal. So a tuck shop came from the word tuck, which means meal, i.e., inest, to tuck into a meal.
And that was my day when I would volunteer with her. I would help her do things, but not the cash and stuff like that. But it's like they ran the entire tuck shop off of volunteers, like a normal job, but it was volunteer work.
Probably still reading Teen Beat. Yeah, probably. Tiger Beat is what it is. I'm sure there probably is a Teen Beat. Let me look that up.
So yeah,
There is a Teen Beat. I knew it.
that's where the church basement spaghetti comes from because it was a
Why the hell would you call a teeny magazine Tiger Beat? Because there's Teen Beat and then there's Tiger Beat. Then there was one called Bop? Is that where that song Bop came from? Bop da da do
that's where the church basement spaghetti comes from because it was a church basement function. I can still smell the church basement, like musty Bibles, like old Bibles or something. I don't know, or books.
You hated Hanson, really?
Even some of the priests would come and, you know, eat spaghetti with us. Those peppers are very hot.
I bet they
Whew.
are. Now let's finish off our church basement spaghetti. And I will never forget the church basement spaghetti live stream where we're up on from night until morning, literally. It's my longest stream. I think it was like 8 or 9 hours of streaming.
They're hotter than I thought. That rhymed. Mmm. Ooh,
Yeah,
I'm actually full.
maybe it was you, Cypher. Somebody said in my chat that they went to bed with me starting the stream and streaming about it, and then they got up in the morning and I was still streaming. That probably was you. Pandemic Monty was a vibe. It was a vibe. Some people liked the closeness that it brought a lot of families in the pandemic. Other people, depending on your family dynamic, it was like hell staying inside with people. So it was a lot of give and take. A lot of animals were adopted because of the pandemic. Unfortunately, some people don't feel as if animals are their family members and let go of said animals right after the pandemic. Did you cure their diabetes? Hell
It's
no.
like I never know how much of the package of pasta to make when it's like raw, when it's uncooked, because like pasta looks small, like a small amount when it's raw, but then when you cook it, it's like kind of like popcorn. One time I made popcorn in my pot because that's how I make it. I don't buy microwave popcorn. I just buy a big thing of the kernels. And oh, sometimes the medication I'm taking, it kind of has like the similar effect of Ozempic, like because I'm on a high dose. And sometimes I can eat more, but sometimes I took my pill before I ate, so it, like I guess it just makes you fuller faster. Anyway,
What? Doesn't Ozempic
are you
kill your
full?
appetite?
I'll put this away. There's still some leftover sauce. Yeah, one time I made popcorn and like I put too many kernels. It didn't look like that many.
Really, why would she take the Ozempic before she ate? Because it suppresses your appetite and slows food movement through the stomach and digestive tract. So why would she take it before and not after if she really truly was taking the Ozempic?
But it started popping outside of the lid, like outside of the pot, and went all over the floor. Yeah. Intense pepper. Anyways, guys, yeah, so I just wanted to share the story with you, I guess, about the church basement spaghetti. It's a probably thinking, what a weird term, but when you grow up in a like a Catholic school that's attached to a church, that's where they would have the functions and things like that. I'd imagine
Yeah, I'm 100% sure that soda has sugar, Cipher.
in like a public school, you'd probably have them in like the gymnasium. Sometimes we had functions in the gymnasium. Like I remember, like any French Canadians are gonna, excuse me, know who this is, but I remember one year when I was really young, Marie Soleil came to visit our school. Do you remember Marie Soleil in Fergus? Je m'appelle Marie Soleil, bonjour. um, I really secretly hated French kids' TV shows as a kid, so I never watched them at home, but I knew who they were. And Passepartout, like I couldn't get into it. But anyway, I even as a kid I liked like horror-ish kind of shows. Um like my favorite movie was like Dark Crystal and Labyrinth and Neverending Story. They have like horror elements to it that can be pretty frightening for kids. Like a Neverending
Yeah, congrats to you, Lady D, for the weight loss.
Story and the Nothing. That's creepy, you know.
Janine, you've been taking Ozempic for the past year. You haven't lost a pound, but you haven't gained a pound, though, have you? I know sometimes it affects people in different ways, doesn't it?
So anyway, yeah. Um, I'm surprised how much meat I got out of this. I think it was like a pack, like a 500-gram pack. It wasn't even like a full pound. And Salah had some, but I made his with macaroni because he prefers macaroni over spaghetti. Um, I get it. I get it. Like I don't like certain shapes of pasta. I don't like the flavor of them. Like those big shells. I don't know. I don't like those. Or like, I'm not really fond of macaroni as much as spaghetti. So me, I prefer like the thin noodles. So yeah. What
Yeah, she doesn't know her conversions. Yeah, 500 grams is over 1 pound because 1 kilogram, which is 1,000 grams, is 2.2 pounds.
comment your favorite noodle shape below and
Hey,
your
Tiger
least
Paw,
favorite noodle
what's up? What's up?
shape below. Anyways, guys, I guess that's it. That's the story about the church basement spaghetti. It was a function run by cute little old lady volunteers who were serving up their um, pasta with a smile. And you would take your plate, go sit at like one of the tables, um, and just eat. And yeah, and it smelled like old Bibles while you're eating. But the memories, that's all we have of the past memories. Anyways, guys, thanks for having dinner with me. Yes, this is my dinner, I guess. Early dinner, lunch. It's my first meal. And I hope I made you
Not
hungry, and I
lunch.
hope you have something good to eat. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
All right, all right. So we're going to the latest video. I believe this is about an hour and a half old. It's called Hot Honey Chicken Tenders and Mac and Cheese Mukbang. Let's get into it. Let's go. Let's go. Same old, same old, same. Eating and binging.
Birthday or special occasion gifts. Hope to
Yeah, aren't those like super cute, like the old school ones that are like brown or cardigan colored, like a burgundy with like the gold or silver edging? Is it one of those random fish? Because I have those as well. I've saved a lot of things in my life, and the pocket Bibles are like one of them from like one of your family members that you love so much.
hear from you. Bye. Hi, you guys. Welcome back to another video. So today I have some mac and cheese, hot peppers, and some honey, hot honey tenders I made in the air fryer with ranch drizzled on top, and to drink a zero sugar peach iced tea. Bismillah. All right, let's get to. Let's try this. This is, I guess,
Ah, I know
the
which
only
one
version of
fish.
like Kraft Dinner or like box mac and cheese I could find. Let me try it. Beauty bite. Mmm. It tastes like sidekicks. Mm-mm-mm. Let's try these tenders.
You hate mac and cheese, really?
Bite for you.
I know it's such a Canadian thing. I don't know. I even have KD in my pantry right now. Several boxes. I have all different types of pasta in my pantry. I don't know. Maybe I'm just used to being a kid growing up on craft dinner lifestyle, doing it during college. You don't have anything to eat. KD it. KD's gross, really?
Bite for you guys.
You just haven't had it right, Cypher.
Mmm.
You not? Oh, you never grew up on it? Gotcha. Yeah, some things, I mean, you gotta eat um and not eat a lot of it. Katie, okay, maybe every once in a while, or maybe when you're younger, you could eat it practically every day. But like when you get older, that stuff is like packed full of a lot of stuff. Grilled cheese
Mm.
sandwiches are Always amazing. Notice how she
The
chews
sauce makes them a bit less crunchy, but
on one side. Mhm.
basically what I did was air fried them. Mm. Toss them in some red rooster sauce and some honey. Oh, that's cold. And voila, drizzled ranch. Now this mac and cheese is different than the box of Kraft Dinner like I'm used to in Canada. This one comes with the powder cheese mixed in with the noodles. So you had to like bring a cup of water and 100 milliliters of milk and 10 grams of butter to a boil. I didn't measure that, by the way. I just kind of eyeballed it.
She is an eyeballer after all.
Mm.
We've seen her cook. No measuring, just throwing stuff in a pot or a pan. The powdered cheese is fresher
And
in
then you
Kuwait.
just like, takes like 5 minutes to cook. Mm. I'm never ordering chicken tenders because honestly, Kuwait has some really good quality frozen ones. This is Sadia brand. Real chicken.
Very true. You know definitely that those groceries are going elsewhere if they're never making much of an appearance on her plate. They have to be going somewhere.
Mm. And you can add your own sauces. So mm.
Those veggies are liquefied
The sauce tastes
100%.
just like the sauce I used to get at like Wild Wing. Mm. That's so good. It's also cheaper to make your own. Like,
I think she gives the food to the tenants to keep quiet. Could be. Could be Salah's family as well.
get a whole big bag of good quality chicken tenders.
Yes to the canned corned beef. Yes.
For under $10.
Hey, Target Talks, what's up?
or get chicken tenders one time at like Raising Cane's for like more than $10. Just makes more sense to make the tenders when you can get good quality ones. Mm. The mac and cheese is a bit dry, but it's still good. By the way, this is my table.
That's creaking. Gotcha. Hey, I'm looking at SJAM's phone bill, $674.99. Practically 675, just a cent short. That is a crazy phone bill. I used to get those phone bills when I was with Rogers. Repeatedly, Rogers would charge me hundreds, if not like 1,000, 1,200, 1,500 in a month for my phone bill because third party would always mess my billing up. It was the worst. Yeah, same old junk. Yeah, typical, right?
There's a leg loose, and every time it moves, it creaks.
Well, that's what you get when you buy a table for only a couple baht. Then and you bring it over. I don't think it's gonna be the best quality table there, Foodie Beauty. And I thought your man would have some handyman skills to fix that loose table of yours. But if you don't remember, this table is from the Thailand trip. They bought it for a couple baht. They thought it was pretty cheap deal to get a table, and it is a cheap deal to get a table for a couple baht. That's exactly why you got it for cheap. It's gonna creak. How could you have a huge bill like that? He was using his data for streaming, Lady D, and because of that, he went over. But they actually, by law, should tell you that you are this much over your data because we've had that included into our laws. Because you guys remember the 3-year phone bill plans, and then they said that that was not right. So the max phone bill plan that you could get now is 2 years rather than the three. But even these days, whenever you're over your data, typically about 2 gigs over, they should send you a warning by email and or by text telling you that you're over your data and that you are racking up a lot of fees, right?
Yummy. Mm.
Yeah, unlimited is always the best. You guys remember those days where you have to wait till like I remember waiting till 9 p.m. Hey, Bill to Spill. You guys remember waiting till 9 p.m. to call people on your cell phone? Because if you called before 9, it was like expensive and it was by the minute. Do you guys remember when they dropped it from 9 p.m. to 8 p.m.? Do you remember when they dropped it from like 9 p.m. and 8 p.m. to like 7 p.m. and it was like free weekends? Yes, the free weekends. Right, Cypher? You remember those bills? Those were some crazy ass plans back in the day. Is Alphaba? Built to spill, I would say if I'm gonna look at it logically, I don't think so. I think somebody just made something up and people are rolling with it. I don't think Alphaba is being investigated for the red rumming of that person. Like it's a super sensitive situation. So I'll answer like this. Do I believe Alphaba is under investigation? Yes. Do I believe it's under investigation for the latest incident? Probably not. But I do believe that she has racked up a lot of complaints for a file or investigation to happen.
The zero sugar iced tea I find taste so much better than the.
Yes, I remember that when you had free data for social media apps, like you had free data if you were using like Yahoo or something or WhatsApp. I remember those, man, they really got away with a lot years ago with these phone plans. It was highway thievery, to be honest with you.
Like zero sugar
Hey, my
soda.
wise heart, what's up?
You guys, I'm not exaggerating. These are so delicious.
Fax Marie. They still do. I still get like the pages of like all my calls and stuff.
You can use any vinegary based hot sauce and like any honey. Whew. Spice.
Fax fish, you're so right. They do throttle you. Could you really do that, Sunshine? You loved your tiny
Last one.
Nokia. I remember those Nokias. I remember when the Palm Trio was the phone to get. Like, if you didn't have a Palm Trio, you were shit. And then it was the Blackberries. Everybody had Blackberries. And now it's like iPhone season, right? As soon as the iPhone 1 came out, so many people wanted the iPhone. It was revolutionary, that phone. And that type of phone format, the candy bar, has stuck. Yeah, I remember the Symbian operating system.
Mm.
Man, that was the thing.
You have to try these. The sauce is that good. Oh, I love it.
You had a beeper. I never got a beeper or pager.
There's something so refreshing about iced tea, especially in the summer. I love it. Ooh, I'm just in my PJs. I'm not like done up, nothing. I'm just too tired. Too tired today. But some days you just don't feel like like getting all done up, putting something nice on, whatever.
Hmm.
So I just have my pajamas on, my PJs, and I'm just lounging around.
Also, iPhone is introducing open AI to their phones, and Elon Musk is very anti that, saying it's a security risk and none of his employees can use it. Yeah, a lot of things going on in the world. A lot of people would say that about Elon Musk's cars, that the self-driving cars are still, not solid, and people shouldn't use those.
Made a yummy lunch, which I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you ate with me, and I hope you had something delicious, and I hope it made you hungry. So, anyways, thank you so much for watching this video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
And that is it. Wow, we've actually caught up to all the foodie beauty stuff. All right. Let me see. Yep, all caught up. People, it was a pleasure. I'm gonna be doing the DLF stream on Filtrum Uncensored. Really appreciate each and every one of you for hanging out with me this long. BlackBerry was for rich people. BlackBerry just came out with like really good phones. I remember having my BlackBerry 8600, and then I had my 9000. I had my BlackBerry Pearl. Then I had the BlackBerry that was the candy bar. Which one was that called again? I forgot. I never had a BlackBerry key. I kind of left it at like the 9000 series of BlackBerry. Never had a BlackBerry Leap. I think I did have the BlackBerry Passport, the one with the keypad, like the small keypad. But keypads are a real long lost thing, right? Everything, if you have physical keypads, well, some people like it. It's just not for me. But yeah, Blackberries were pricey. Any phone that a lot of people like is gonna be pricey. Just like the Palm Trios, they were pricey. Thanks everybody. Thank you, Ash, Lady D. Thank you, Tracy. Take care of yourselves, everybody, and have a great one. Be safe. Bye bye.